Mfethu, politics is a cruel game. Yabo ipolitiki mfethu is a cruel game.
SONA Debate namhlanje ke bekuresponda ama-National Executive Committee members. I'm disappointed in the ANC in particular. Ngiyayibuza ukuthi, is this the kind of leadership that we really elected?
So if you heard the State of Nation address for Gayton McKenzie's speech, it's one of the most embarrassing and incompetent speeches I've ever heard in my life.
The minister stands up, says nothing in relation to his department. All he does is to applaud the ANC and is to troll, insult people.
Mr. President, Mr. Deputy President, Honourable Ministers.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Ubaba unjani othengisa ingane zakhe?
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's take a look at these updates. Ningi busy in South Africa ever since the State of the Nation address back then on the 12th of February. It has been going down. People have been responding on various social media platforms, but now it is time for the official response to Cyril Ramaphosa's State of the Nation address. For 2 days, he has to listen to the various MPs and also those that are in the joint sitting to respond to his State of the Nation address. Now, this is an opportunity that shows how petty some people can be, or is it just the nature of politics? They are using the platform to promote their own political parties, take shots at their frenemies, and all of that. One of those people that has been criticized the most is Gayton McKenzie, but he's doing too much ever since he joined the GNU. Also criticized for his stance on Abahande versus being at the table. There was an interesting view there by Gayton McKenzie. We'll take a look at what he had to say back and forth, even with the EFF. And the very same EFF guys also showing some signs of politicking there. He had previously said, that is Umalema, that MKP is their biggest enemy, but they were seen being friendly with Jacob Zuma at this State of the Nation address reply. The EFF even joined hands with the MKP to force Parliament to acknowledge Jacob Zuma, which they refused initially, and eventually they had to acknowledge the former president Jacob Zuma. Yeah, Kushubile. We'll take a look at the thoughts and sentiments around that as well. We also look at all the different contributions. We'll take a look at all the different thoughts and sentiments and contributions that are taking jabs at Sir Ramaphosa. Now, looking at all that is happening in the country, what are your thoughts on this? Are they doing too much? Are they actually getting work done, or are they just politicking for their various organizations? What are your thoughts on this? Please give this video a thumbs up as we take a look at these videos further.
I'm the leader of the Freedom Run Plus. What are your immediate reactions after SONA?
I'm disappointed. The President created the image of everything is wonderful and working forward together and positive in that instance. That is not what ordinary South Africans are experiencing on a daily basis. And we should not be surprised why our economy is not growing. The ANC is bumping the head against the wall, believing that their policies are the only ones. Their policies are outdated relics of the past. If they cannot adapt to that, we will not succeed in turning South Africa around. It's a huge disappointment.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mulder. Have a good evening.
South Africans, it's 2026. We just heard the State of the Nation address last week, and this week it's a debate of the State of the Nation address, and we are not being taken serious. We are totally not being taken serious. What is happening there is clowning and consistent clowning. We are being taken for a ride. Whether they're wearing star red as the EFF or star green as the MK or whatever color is the ANC, they don't take us serious. It's not just the ANC. All these political parties we see there are just clowning with our time, with our resources, with our taxes. It's scary what we see out there. We need to wake up before it's too late.
Umngameli uRamaphosa so ukhulumile nomngameli waseRussia ubaba uPutin ukuthi abasebenzisane ukuletha ingane ubaba uZuma azithengisile wazithengisela lezo ingane sezisendleleni.
Point of order.
Aspersion has been casted by mere mentioning of President Jacob Zuma.
Set out.
Someone.
Sit down, weekend special.
Which? Weekend special.
Honourable member, you are welcome to continue.
I don't think you are.
Briefly.
You are handling this process fair.
Yes,
you are very biased.
Ubaba unjani othengisa ingane zakhe?
Hayi wena ubumnyama.
Uphethula wena ubumnyama.
Out of order, Minister! You are out of order!
Honourable member, please mute your microphone. You have not been
in the house.
Ice boy.
Yes, Mzansi. I want to quickly reflect on a SONA debate. You know, Mzansi, I realized that really in South Africa, in Parliament, there are no people for South Africans, you know. But I must say that and salute Uputviolwe to Zungula. The man did us very well. You know, he spoke of everything, all the challenges that we are facing as South Africans, as well as the illegal immigrants. So he was touching everything, including Pala, everything. Everyone stood up and listened to Violwe to Zungula. Everyone was listening attentively as if the real president was speaking. And Gayton Mackenzie went there and make a noise and there's nothing here really. For me, Mr. Gayton Mackenzie say, I don't know what you stand for really. As well as the IFP was emphasizing the issue of foreigners and being happy that President said no one is going to hire illegal immigrants. And Mr. Oscar Mabuya and the Eastern Cape guy, I don't know what he stands for because Eastern Cape is so poor and dirty. Julius Malema came in as well and defending foreigners by the means of saying, President, you should come here and correct what you said. People now assume that you said foreigners are not welcomed in South Africa and they are not going to be employed and all of that. So I think really Julius Malema doesn't know what he stands for.
So welcome to some more breaking news. So this is one of the reasons I believe why Gayton Mackenzie does not qualify to be a minister. You must know it's bad when even the EFF have to correct you.
No, I find it very ironic. Unlike Honorable Malema, they didn't mention my name, but he was talking about me. I'm going to mention your name. It is very ironic that you speak about the high crime rate while you have contributed yourselves to that crime rate through your conviction. From now on, when you say bandit, you must specify which bandit are you talking about, me or him. You must specify, you must be very clear. He's a convicted criminal. He's a bandit. Mr. President.
So majority of what was in his speech was either that he was unable to pronounce NCOP, National Council of Province, or you was just speaking about Julius Malema. It just shows the level of incompetency we have in Parliament. While Gayton Mackenzie didn't know what's from left to right, the DA knew exactly what needs to be done, focusing on South Africa, following up with day 2, where all members knew exactly what needs to be done, from A to Z, and that's the way of the DA.
I believe it now. There's no leadership in the ANC. I will talk about ANC in particular because yona political parties khule sazi ukuthi a deliberation movement, but lento esele lapha there's no capacity there. There's no capacity at all. Ayikho nhlobo capacity. Ngikhuluma as a concerned citizen. We need to vote these people out. As black people, we need to unite. Put our differences aside, let us unite. Ngikhuluma as an unemployed graduate. One ANC member stood up and said, South Africa belongs to everyone who lives in it. After Honorable Ronald Lamola ekhulumile wathi, foreign nationals shouldn't be denied of an opportunity to education, to health, njalo njalo. Kwakhona othi, yeah, South Africa belongs to everyone who lives in it. Kushi ANC member. Clearly labantu be-ANC baphila emhlabeni wabo bodwa. But what can you expect? Sikhuluma ngomuntu o guaranteed of salary ka 90 something thousand or 120,000 rand a month engena emholweni wakhe. Uzolwela umuntu ohola 370 njengami. You know, I was listening to EFF leader the other day, 80. Yena angeke aze encourage ama South Africans ukuthi alwele umsebenzi we security, alwele umsebenzi wokuba waiter ehotel. So yena akaboni ukuthi kungani abantu be discontent ngama illegal immigrants in this country, because Tina, we should be aiming big things. We should be talking mines. We should be talking banks. The reason why Tina abanye bethu ngeusizo sikhuluma ngama banks ne mine is because we understand ukuthi lezo zinto ukuze uyi-own udinga a certain permit. Okunzima ngisho ukuthi uyithole. Kodwa sicela lokhu okuncane ungangamandla ethu kwamanje, sicela umsebenzi. Sicela wona lo msebenzi wokuba yi-security. That is our level. So uMalema uthi that is too low. We should be aiming high. He speaks as a millionaire. They will never relate to those people because bona baphila luxurious life. Bazokutshela ukuthi umlungu uyamzonda. Kodwa the very same mlungu umakhelwane wakhe. With the very same mlungu uyena lo athenga kuye, ethenga isitolo somlungu lapha esentini. The very kodwa yena uthi uyamzonda. Yangizwa ngithini ku uthi uyamzonda umlungu. But umlungu umakhelwane wakhe. Yangizwa ngithini ku umlungu yena othola ithenda yangempela yaseCentral. Ngoba le ANC ekhona njengamanje. Mina I'll tell you why I always say le ANC ekhona njengamanje. It's because ngiyazi ukuthi among ANC kukhona abantu abangawufuni la nonsense owenzeka we-GNU.
Well, there you have it. Those are, some of the spicy and, of course, diverse views coming in there when it comes to the State of the Nation address. Please do follow them on various social media platforms to get a broader sense of their inputs when it comes to this topic and on various news platforms. Now, we have cut some of them short so that we can fit in as many perspectives and views on here and then continue the conversation. Have you seen the mess that is happening in that assembly? Of course, the chair, or should I say, is the speaker sometimes. They do try and control what people are allowed to say, not say, but in true form of our political parties, they will ignore the laws, they will ignore the rules and do their own thing. But we must say that it is quite different. We miss the days of Floyd Chivambu, miss the days of the People's Bay, Undlozi. We do not want to breed in an environment that does not display political tolerance despite differences, guys. It is something that we should really push for. Even the remarks that they made about de Klerk being a murderer, I'm not sure if that is appropriate for such a setting. Maybe you can say it, in other platforms, but not within the assembly. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? And a lot of things that were raised. Gayton Mackenzie, of course, after the State of the Nation address, he was receiving a lot of backlash with people calling him a traitor for saying that he's already at the table, so there's no need to shout Abahambe and all of that. And now that he is on the podium again, he is getting criticism again because he is sounding too excited and he seems to enjoy being in the GNU more than any other party at this moment. That's what it's looking like. I'm not sure if Cyril Ramaphosa is listening, but I know whoever's writing his speeches is listening, and the reply will also be spicy. But what is important, they should debate on matters that will take this country forward. We are not interested really about, this one stabbing this one, calling this one out. If it does not take the nation forward, for me, I don't know about you, let me know down below. Are you happy to see, those cheeky replies, or are you just looking forward to a working South Africa? Say aye if that is you. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Let's meet on the next video. Bye.